Talking with Daniel Pittman, who is a sophomore at Hillsdale College and is the GLIAC Defensive Player of the Week for the week that just finished up on Saturday. Daniel, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, we're doing great, and we're really excited about your game on Saturday. Can we start right at the beginning of the game? How Dominican gets the ball. Their very first play from scrimmage, they throw it deep down the middle. Tell us what happened.
Just read my keys right off the bat, saw my tackle pass box, and it was pass. I was in cover for it, so I knew I had to go deep, and the ball actually kind of traveled. If you watched it on film or if you were at the game, I kind of had to flip my headset the last second because the wind almost took it away, but just went up, kind of get at the highest point, and came down with it.
Yeah, it was an acrobatic interception, and what a way to set the tone for that football game. Your guys get the ball back, and whenever the Chargers possess the football with that offense that Hillsdale's featuring right now, they're really dangerous. So I would imagine that turnovers are really important for your team this year, and when you're able to get a pick, that's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, I definitely. Totally agree. That's one of the things that we're all focusing on this year. I think last year we only had 4 takeaways or something like that. We were one of the last teams in the league. So this year, big emphasis on takeaways, and I totally agree with our offense. Anytime we can give Joe the ball, we all know how good he is. Every time we can give them the ball, we know they're going to do something positive. So definitely our goal there.
Talk a little bit about that. You mentioned Joe Glendenning, who's an All-American. He's going to be a finalist again for the Harlan Hill Trophy. That's kind of the Heisman Trophy for Division II. The chance to play with a guy like that. Last year to play with a guy like Nick Hickson, who's in the NFL now. You've had a heck of an opportunity to work and play football with some spectacular football players. How has that kind of helped you with your game?
I'll start with Nick. Last year playing behind him, playing with him, huge. I don't think I'd be in this position if he wasn't there coaching me and just teaching me just the little things about the position. Everything that he did, I just try to mimic. Even like in the off season, when he was just lifting, getting ready for his combine, he was there supporting me, getting me in the weight room, trying to get faster, trying to get stronger and all of that. And that just goes so far beyond what he had to do. And with Joe, we're both from Grand Rapids. He went to East Grand Rapids, I went to West Catholic, right down the street from each other. So the last 2 summers I've been able to live with him. And he's just such a great guy, such a great guy to just model and everything like that. So both of them, without them, I don't think I'd be here at this point.
Okay, now we talked about your first interception of the game. We're talking to Daniel Pittman for Hillsdale College. He plays cornerback. He's the GLIAC Defensive Player of the Week. We mentioned the first interception on the first play of the game, but you weren't done. You picked up another interception later in the game. Walk us through that interception.
We were in cover 3 this time, and I had 2 receivers in my zone. They both did verticals. I think it was actually a 4-vert package for them. So basically, both receivers just went straight down the field. I had to basically just play right in between both of them, and when the quarterback threw the ball, just break on it, and I got a chance to break underneath them and go and make the play.
And you did, and again, the Chargers offense did such a nice job during the game of converting those interceptions into points. One of our backers had an interception as well. I think the play, besides the 2 interceptions that everybody's talking about, Daniel, was the lick that you laid on a kid on the far sideline. Still early in the game, a kid with the ball running around the end. You came up to set that corner and just laid this kid out, and you could hear the hit all around the stadium. Talk a little bit about, do you know what play I'm talking about, first of all?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Tell us a little bit about the big hit.
It's every corner, every defensive player. That's all we're looking for, We all want to make the big hit. And it was just a little play right off the end, and our rover came up, and he got cracked by my guy, so I had to crack and replace him. And so it was just me and the running back, and And anytime you get a one-on-one, I mean, that's what you want to do. And I mean, like I said, everyone on our defense, that's what we're looking for, is to get that big hit. You know, it just pumps up everyone and really gets the momentum on our side.
Well, I think the exciting thing, though, for Charger fans, Daniel, is, you know, some corners feature, you know, that kind of coverage ability, and they're not really that interested in being physical and coming up and laying a stick. Some corners are better at supporting on the run, but not so good in coverage. And what I think Charger fans saw from you in your first start on Saturday was that you can do it both. I mean, you can get out in coverage and stick with your guy and make a big interception, but you're not afraid to come up and support on the run either.
I guess I would just have to go back to playing in high school. When I was a sophomore in varsity, I was mainly just one-on-one. I played corner, and they would just put me on the best receiver, and I'd just guard them. But then my junior and senior year, I moved to free safety, so I had to get used to, you know, coming up on the run, filling. We played a lot of option teams, so that really helped. And I mean, I learned from a young age both qualities, and that's what I love about corners. You get an opportunity to do both.
You know, it was a big win over Ohio Dominican. That's a quality football team after the loss in the opening week. And you're in a position group that a lot of people are talking about. This secondary is young. Joe Veer and Nick Hickson graduating. You've had some injuries. Hutchison out for the season, unfortunately. What is it like for your position group being kind of under the microscope? Everybody kind of looking at you as maybe one of the lesser experienced position groups with those injuries and with the guys graduating. How have you guys tried to step up to that challenge?
I mean, just like you said, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on us. A lot of teams are saying, hey, they're young, hey, they're not experienced. We take that and just have it to motivate us. We're accepting that challenge, and we want people to challenge us. I mean, after the first game, we really didn't live up to it. We all got together, we all talked, said, hey, we got to do a lot better. And I think we proved that this game, and I think we're going to prove that the rest of the year.
Playing with Ben Caraba on the other side, I've been a fan of his since his freshman year. I mean, there's a kid that got thrown to the fire due to injury, and he's really become a solid corner in this league too, hasn't he? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, anytime you get to play with someone like Ben, or even Galvin, I mean, both of them are just great athletes. They're just like Nick. Like I said, I mean, they've taught me a lot. And anytime that you can look over there and know that they're going to do their job, it's an awesome feeling.
Give the Charger fans listening tonight a feeling for the game this weekend. Another night game, Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Malone coming to town, a team that a lot of us aren't real familiar with. In your early preparations for this game, what can Charger fans expect from Malone?
I mean, I think they're going to fit really well into the GLIAC. They're really athletic. They're big. They're a little different with their offense. Most teams like to spread it out, or they're like a zone option like us. They do a little bit of that, but they're a lot of motion, a lot of triple option type things. So, I mean, it'll be interesting. The game plan is a little bit different than what we're used to, but, I mean, we're definitely going to be prepared. We're definitely going to be ready.
And, you know, Daniel Pittman, the GLIAC Defensive Player of the Week, you're the first Hillsdale College athlete of the 2012-13 year to earn a GLIAC honor. And that had to be pretty sweet. How did you find out that you were the GLIAC Defensive Player of the Week?
I had a couple of my friends that go to Hillsdale. They texted me and just said congratulations. And I just thought they were just saying, no, they figured out I was Player of the Week again for defense, just for our team. But then when we got to Monday night for our film session, right before Coach Otterbein gives out all the awards and stuff, and he announced like my power score and stats and all that, and he said Defensive Player of the Week and GLIAC Player of the Week. So I didn't figure it out until then that I was actually GLIAC Player of the Week. So it was pretty awesome experience.
Gosh darn, I guess so. Daniel Pittman, the GLIAC Defensive Player of the Week, you know, coming after Nick Hickson, there's a guy there that earned a scholarship. I mean, he didn't just play shutdown corner. He was a kick returner. He even played third down wide receiver. We're going to see Daniel Pittman on the offense before it's all said and done?
I don't know about that. Anthony Miss said in the locker room after all the film, we were about to go onto the field last night. He kind of joked around with me, and he was just saying, hey, after both those catches, all the quarterbacks agree that maybe you should come over and play wide receiver instead of corner. But I mean, I played wide receiver in high school, but I like it a lot better on defense. So I think I'm just going to stick with that.
Well, Daniel Pittman, you had an amazing game Saturday. It was a lot of fun to watch, and a lot of people excited about what the future holds for you and this 2012 Chargers team. Congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.